can turn my attention to this little Honda EX650. Looks like it comes from Calgary and it predates, back we used to have only a 403 area code in Alberta, and now we have 2. So it predates that, which is in the 90s at some point. Suppose we'll just see if there's any spark or what, you know, what's kind of going on. So.
Palm trees, broken roads, desert dust bowl sun, where the billman will call you almost every week. Which bills to pay today and what's left in the fridge to eat. Where stars frame the night,
Got lots of oil in it.
out a train, just close enough to give hope.
That's good. Messing up a nice new clean workbench. Come on. Gonna happen eventually, isn't it? Not yet. It says it's half full of fuel, but I wouldn't trust this fuel. It smells pretty bad. Well, we got spark, so that's something. We have a bowl drain right here. Jeez, it's not bad. Not getting fuel yet. Well, yeah, I think we just have a card problem. Cool. Two nuts in there, 10 millimeter. The poor little wire clamps have been on so long. Puppy pee pads. One of my favorite little tricks, I guess. A little stuck. There we go. All right, I'm gonna mark the governor arm, loosen the nut so that the arm can move more. There we go. There we go. There's our card. Come on. There we go. Yeah, not bad. Pretty clean. This little jet is pretty much plugged. So you can see here, I just took apart different, bits of electrical wire and stuff until I finally found a wire small enough to go through this jet. I did find some new parts online, but they're kind of expensive and I can't make out a number on this, so I don't know what number this one is. But now, I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but I can actually try and do this so you're not, yeah, there you go. Now we can see through it. So that is probably all we need to do. So I'm gonna pop this thing back together and probably tomorrow I'll try and fire it up. I'm not good at waiting for things if there's a chance something might run, so we're gonna do it tonight. We gotta, choke. Gotta fill the bowl up. Choke some more. Doesn't like running with the choke off. Well, perhaps for all that effort, I do have to throw the carburetor into the ultrasonic cleaner. But that's okay. We know it's easy now. So, and it runs. So that's awesome. It's enough for tonight. I guess it could be my bad. There's a little jet in the top of the carb right there. And I didn't pull it out. I thought it was like just a fancy vent or something. But actually, it has an incredibly small little hole in the middle of it there. And that was plugged up. Well, one's a high-speed jet and one's a slow-speed jet. I'm not really sure which is which, but that was probably our problem, to be honest. Nevertheless, I am gonna dunk it in the ultrasonic just to be sure. Well, let's try this again. That's better. Yes, let's see. We're not making power though. I don't know. Runs like a champ. I guess we'll be taking this side of the cover off and investigating further. So the little Honda here, well, yeah, we've got it running great, but it's not putting out any voltage. And after doing some digging and a little bit of advice from Cajun Luquette, I'm sure you guys know Cajun Coin Hunter, I have to excite the thing. It's got a capacitor in it, or they call it a condenser sometimes. And over time, it's been sitting for so long, it's lost its oomph. It may have failed outright. We'll find out if we have to excite it every time to get it to produce voltage. Then we'll have to replace the condenser. But other than that, basically there's a few different ways that we can go about it. Basically we have to put some voltage back into that condenser while it's running to kick it into charging mode. Much like exciting an old GM alternator. So there's some different ways you can do it. You can use an old corded drill. I don't have one, so that's not going to work. We can put voltage right to the condenser directly, but one that I read was to take a, basically a cord and just brush a battery against the wires, a AA battery, or I'm going to use a 9-volt, and that should kick it going. You might get a little spark. Hopefully we won't get too much of a spark. I guess we'll find out. This is just left over from my LED lights there, so it's got a switch on it, which is kind of nice. I can turn it off. I guess I'll probably just leave it on and you just got to brush it against there, and that's all it'll take. So what I didn't show you is how much of this thing I took apart looking for, a broken wire or burnt out component or something before I learned that. So I had it pretty far apart. I did find a damaged wire to the oil level sensor. So I, fixed that up. It had continuity, but it was bare for quite a ways. So just put some heat shrink over it. So with that, I guess there's nothing much else to do but to give this a go. Oh, I should put that fuse back in, I guess. Runs so nice. Yeah. Okay. Switch is on. Well, yeah, no, that's great. I don't think that made a difference to you. It's working! It's charging! It's working! Well, isn't that cool? Whoa, that makes it work. But yeah! Uh-oh. I didn't like that. That was too much. That was too much. Okay, well, I can get those. We know it works. Wonderful. Well, we know it worked once. And now I can't tell if it works again. Till I get a new fuse. Oh well, we're further down the trail. All right, despite popping the fuse, I found a 3 amp fuse. It needs a 5, but I found a 3 amp and fired it up and it charges again. So it looks like exciting. It was all that it needed to get going. So I will find a 5 amp fuse and put the covers back on, and we've got a good generator. Right on. Well, the contacts are very poor, but we got 12 volts coming out the DC side as well. Yeah.